There is a sentence we learn very early in life. It sounds harmless, almost responsible. I'll do it tomorrow. We say it when we're tired, when the day has already taken too much from us, when starting feels heavier than resting. And at first it feels reasonable. Tomorrow feels close. Tomorrow feels safe. Tomorrow feels like a promise. But over time, this sentence begins to follow us. Not loudly, quietly, like a shadow. You don't say it because you don't care. You say it because you do care. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't postpone. You wouldn't plan. You wouldn't hope. This video is for the people who hope. Part 1. The unseen life. Most of your struggle is invisible. People don't see the conversations you have with yourself at night. They don't hear the plans you whisper in your head before sleep. They see the outside. But inside, there's a different life. A life where you imagine becoming more focused, more disciplined, more confident. A life where you finally begin. And that's what makes it painful. Because knowing who you could be, while staying who you are, creates a quiet tension. Not dramatic, just constant. Potential is a strange thing. It feels like a gift, until it feels like a responsibility. And then slowly it starts to feel like a weight. Part 2. Why starting feels so heavy. Here's something important to understand. Your brain is not designed to help you grow. It's designed to help you survive. Growth is uncertain. Effort is uncomfortable. Change is unpredictable. So when you think about starting something meaningful, your brain reacts with resistance. Not because it hates you, but because it wants to protect you. It protects you from discomfort, embarrassment, failure, uncertainty. And it does this in a very gentle way. By delaying. It doesn't scream. It doesn't panic. It whispers. Later is better. Now is not the right time. You'll be more ready tomorrow. And the relief is immediate. But relief is not peace. Part 3. The quiet cost of waiting. The cost of procrastination is rarely obvious. It doesn't crash into your life. It erodes it. One delay feels small. One skipped day feels forgettable. But they accumulate. Not into failure, but into distance. Distance between who you are and who you keep promising yourself you'll become. And over time, something changes. Not your ability, your trust in yourself. You stop believing your own plans, your own promises, and that is far more damaging than being bad at something. There is a myth that change begins with a powerful moment, a sudden decision, a burst of motivation. But real change begins quietly, almost invisibly, with permission. Permission to start small. Permission to be unfinished. Permission to begin without confidence. 2 minutes instead of 2 hours. 1 page instead of a chapter. Not because it's impressive, but because it's honest. Momentum doesn't come from intensity. It comes from consistency. And consistency is born from simplicity. Part 6. Identity is built when no one is watching. Every small action you take is a signal. Not to the world, to yourself. It says, I keep promises. I show up. I act even when it's quiet. Identity is not something you decide. It's something you prove. Slowly, repeatedly, silently, and one day without noticing when it happened. You stop negotiating with yourself. You just act. Part 7. Time will move anyway. Here's the part we don't like to think about. Time will pass, with or without your permission. A year from now will arrive. So will 5 years. The question isn't whether change is possible. It's whether you'll still be waiting for the perfect moment. Because perfect moments don't arrive. They're created by imperfect starts. So the next time you feel the sentence forming, I'll do it tomorrow. Pause. Not to judge yourself. Not to feel guilty. Just to notice. And then ask a softer question. What is the smallest, kindest step I can take right now? Not to change your life. Just to stay present in it. That's where everything begins. If this video felt slow, it was meant to. If it felt personal, it was. And if you're still here, maybe today doesn't need to be perfect.